holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Two and a throw right away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
The Seahawks looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Walker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Hey, look at this Patriots defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing Jones. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this run because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Jones on third down. These guys running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 47.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hey, look at this Patriots defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field.
They've taken it right down Broadway.
Running free at the 45.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
And then, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down and catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now for an incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones now on first down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Jones throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Meanwhile, this throw finds Smith-Njigba.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd down, Colvin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down now, Colvin, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 115 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
2 and now on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Tua. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10. Jones. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Julian Love picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying the left side with Walker. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to call that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 38. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
21G. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run again with Walker. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this
It's a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Lowe. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And he whips that one incomplete there. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
21G.
Here's Tua.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Two are going to try and run.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
Now Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. To throw is Jones. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big fella. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And hold everything here. This
this one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Jones. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
Wide open receiver complete.
Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 42.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out.
Here's 1st down. Throwing Tua.
He's got his man in the crossing route. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now it's Jones' turn in overtime.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
There he goes again. Inside the 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.